right, welcome to SEO tools training. So we've got 7 tools we're going to go through. First one is KWFinder. So it's a really useful, powerful keyword research tool. If you're used to using Google's keyword planner, this is sort of like that on steroids. It's also made specifically for SEO, where the Google tool is made more for Google Ads. So it has a lot of unique features for that. Ahrefs we're going to look at. It's a pretty comprehensive suite of SEO tools for competitive research, rank tracking, backlink monitoring, domain authority tracking, content gap analysis, and more. SEMRush, in many ways, is similar and has some overlapping tools with Ahrefs, but also some unique features which I'll go into. Alli AI is an AI-powered SEO optimization platform that'll help give us some recommendations for link building, on-page issues, technical site fixes, and more. HARO, we'll take a look at. It's a daily newsletter-based link building platform that's based on journalists doing outreach for contributions to their articles. We'll take a look at Clearscope, which is an SEO writing platform, and then BuzzStream, which is a project management platform for link building outreach. KWFinder, like I said, is a powerful keyword research tool, and it's made specifically for SEO when you're doing your keyword research. You can find it at kwfinder.com, and we'll take a look at it. When you want to use it, basically anytime you're doing keyword research, so that can be when you're doing an audit, when you're launching a new SEO program, or even when you're doing ongoing SEO keyword research or writing new articles. How do you use it? So you want to start with a seed keyword. So whatever keyword you can think up, or the client may give you a list that you can start with, you need to have a seed keyword to get going. Next, you want to filter by country and or city. If you're doing a local program, you could go all the way down to state or city. You can review the volume, the relevance, the intent, and competition. You can check a list of relevant terms to create a list. So as you can see in the check, there's a little box next to each keyword. So as you're going and doing your research, you just want to check the box next to each keyword you want to add to your list. And then as you do different searches, you can consolidate your list and see it all in one place. Key features, it has related keywords. So you put in one seed keyword and it gives you many others. It has a filter. So the filter will allow you to say, okay, I want to only see keywords that include this keyword, or I can exclude keywords that contain a certain phrase like the brand term. It has SEO-specific competition, so this color-coded scale of 1 to 100, 1 being very easy, 100 being highly competitive. You also can search by domain, so you can put in a domain and see the keywords that that domain ranks for. It also has autocomplete. You can view basically an API with Google, what Google will suggest is autocomplete, and see those phrases. And then you can also do an import. So if you've done keyword research in Excel or some other way, you can just upload that full list. Also on the right side of the screen, you'll see some seasonality. So if the keyword is highly seasonal, you can see that by month. Also below that, you see SERP overview. So you see the top 10 ranking pages. So as you're evaluating how competitive a keyword is, you can see, okay, if that contains Amazon.com, Wikipedia, highly competitive pages, then you may want to pass on that. So let's take a quick look at the tool. So you'll be able to log in. The login is in LastPass. So from here, you can see you can filter by the country, or you can put in a state or a city. You can select the language, otherwise it'll default to English. And we can put in the seed keyword, let's say digital marketing. So there's a lot going on here. You can see the number of searches it has, and this is again specific to San Diego County, which we filter to. It's 880 searches a month. You can see in this trend line the last 12 months. So you can see the seasonality. PPC, you can see the difficulty on a scale of 1 to 100. KD, that's the SEO difficulty on a scale of 1 to 100. So 1 would be very easy, 100 would be very difficult. You also get the CPC data from Google Ads Estimator. If I want to add these keywords to a list, I can just check them, add to list, and then either add them to an existing list or create a new list. And then I can go on and say, okay, I want to drill down into, say, online marketing more. I can just click on this arrow and get more recommendations. In this box on the bottom right, I can see the top 10 ranking sites and see if I think I can beat them out. And again, if there's more keywords here I want to add to my previous list, I just keep checking them and then add them to the digital marketing list I just created. If I want, I can export this. I just check the words I want to export, and I can take it as a CSV or copy it to the clipboard. We're looking at related keywords, which is the most popular. We also have autocomplete. So this would be as if someone started typing online marketing. What other phrases might it show me? And then questions. It shows you keywords in the form of questions. Seems to be having some issues. So if, say, you're writing a blog about online marketing and you want to know what users are asking, this might give you some ideas for your blog topics. How many online marketing are there? Some of them might be kind of dumb, but you can use this to rank the order. You can see there's not a whole lot of questions here. Use autocomplete. And here in the top header navigation, the search import would be if you have a list from an Excel sheet that you want to upload list, you can reference back to the list you created. In history, you can view all the searches you've done in the past. So this is autocomplete. Related keywords is the most useful section, I think. And you can use this really nice filter. So let's say we only want to see things with digital in them. We don't want to see anything with online in it. Set the filter, and then that's what it will give me. There's many applications for this. So I think that's KWFinder. Move on to the next tool. Oops. Still recording. All right. That's good. Ahrefs, it is a very robust tool. We can't possibly go into every report and feature available, but I'll give you the high points. Some of the things you can do: competitive research, keyword rank tracking, backlink monitoring, domain authority tracking, content gap analysis, and more. You can find it at ahrefs.com, and then the password and login are in LastPass. When you want to use it, it's basically a very useful tool. Anything you're doing in SEO or SEM auditing, as well as management. You can do research, keyword management for SEO, as well as it has some nice reporting capabilities. How to use it: you want to start by inputting a domain or a URL. If it's a client or a website you're going to be working with long term, you're going to want to set it up as a project so it'll be there and track the history of it. You can check Ahrefs rank and domain authority, the DR, right on the first screen you get after you put in the domain. So you can see I put in upgrow.io. At this point, our domain rating was 22, and that's on a scale of 1 to 100. 100 would be the most authoritative. 1 would be have no authority at all. Key features, you can check client backlinks and competitive backlinks. I can also review ranking organic keywords for a client or competitor. So I can see for any domain, what are the keywords it ranks for, and what those are, and what pages rank. I can also look at the top pages, what pages are getting the most traffic. I can look at content gaps. So I can put in our website as well as our competitor's website and see what keywords they rank for that we don't rank for, as well as what we rank for and they don't rank for. It's going to be useful as we're looking at what we call content gaps. So if our competitor has pages about topics that could potentially be useful to us, that'll help us identify those gaps. We also have rank tracking, so we can put in a list of high priority keywords and monitor our rank for those terms. You can also do a site audit. This will help us find issues, technical issues. If you're missing meta titles, missing meta descriptions, if you have 404 or 301 errors. And you can also use it for PPC keywords. So let's take a look at the tool. So we'll want to start by putting in our domain. If it's a website we're already have set up as a project, or if we want to set up a new project, you just click on New Project, and this will guide you through how to do it. If you're looking at a new site, you can type it in here. So you can see Ahrefs is how popular the site is globally. So google.com is the #8 most popular site globally. The URL rating, that's for the specific page. The domain rating is for the domain, how authoritative it is. The number of backlinks, so google.com has 11.3 billion backlinks. Referring domain, I guess that's still calculating. Organic keywords, it ranks for over 18 million keywords. And this number will show you how much it changed in the last 7 days. So if it's gaining more ranking keywords or losing them, it'll also estimate organic traffic, and then it will try to give you a PPC value of the site. Let's go back to look at a site that maybe has less data. We'll look at our own Upgrow.io. And this is, for the project view, this is really helpful to see really quickly how you're doing. So without even going in, I can quickly see our domain rating, so 31. I also get a trend line to see if we've been improving, which looks like we have. Referring domain, so it looks like we've gotten 22 new backlinks from 22 different domains, 1.2 thousand backlinks, 385 new. Organic traffic, it tries to estimate how much organic traffic you're getting monthly. Let's go ahead and go in. So I get a lot of data just right here on the main dashboard page. I can see how many backlinks I have, how many are do follow, what types of links they are. And if I want to drill in, I can just click on it and see what those domains are that are linking to us. If I want to see what keywords we're ranking for, again, I can just click on that and it will show me what keywords they're ranking, as well as what page it is that's ranking. So if you're doing, say, a striking distance keyword review, you can use some of these filters, like let's only see things in position 3 through 20. So then I've got all my striking distance keywords. I can filter it further, say I only want to see things with at least 50 searches. And then I can export this to Excel. Along the left side, I can see all the different reports available. So I can see backlinks, what's new, if I've lost any backlinks. This is the calendar view that show me when I gain new backlinks. Can be pretty useful. I can also see if I have any broken backlinks. Doesn't look like there's any. It'll show me if I've lost any backlinks. Let's look at the content gap feature. So I want to put in, it'll already have my domain, but I can put in, say, a competitor, let's say 7atoms.com, 3Q Digital. And let's see what keywords. So then you'll also want to potentially use some filters, like I don't want anything with the word 3Q in there. Then I can see where they're ranking highly and I'm not. A lot of them won't be useful. Some of them will. If there's any keywords that both the two sites rank for, that would be a really good signal. I can also use a filter. Let's say I only want to see things with the word agency. So this would give me some good ideas of potential new keywords I might want to try to optimize for. And I can, again, export this to CSV and work with it in Excel. And if I'm doing competitive research, I can just put in any domain and do all the same tools are available to me. So I can see what keywords are ranking for, and I can see what backlinks they have. When I'm starting a new client, I may want to use Rank Tracker. So you just click on this link at the very top. And from here, I can start putting in keywords I want to track. This is where it would guide me through. If I've already set them up and I maybe just want to check in on them or add more, I can come to them and add more keywords. And I can also add tags. Like let's say I want to add core here. I can do that. And then it will start tracking my position over time. Again, I can export this. So those are kind of some of the high points of Ahrefs. One last thing I'll look at is the site audit tool. So this will track how I'm doing. It'll give me a high-level health score of how we're doing. If I have a lot of errors on the site, the rate will be lower. If I'm doing well, it'll be higher. And so I can see my health score over time. I can see the total number of issues. And then here I can see all the potential issues that I may need to resolve. So I won't drill down too deeply into this, but this is a good resource if you're doing technical SEO. So let's pick back up on our presentation. SEMRush, like I said, is similar to Ahrefs in many ways. It's a suite of SEO tools, but it does have some unique features. You can find it at semrush.com. When you'll need it, again, anytime you're doing SEO or potentially SEM management or auditing, how to use it, you want to, again, start with putting in a domain or a URL or a keyword and starting from there. Again, with a long-term client that you're going to be tracking over time, you'll want to set up a project and it will guide you through connecting to Google Search Console and Google Analytics. You want to put in a number of ranking keywords to track and monitor change on. And then you can also put in a number of, it'll give you a number of referring domains. You can add keywords for rank tracking, and then you can review the data. Key features, you can check client backlinks and competitor backlinks. You can review ranking organic keywords, your client or the competitors. You can see your top most valuable SEO pages. You can check the content gap. You can do rank tracker. You can do a site audit, and you can check PPC keywords. So it has a lot of the same features as Ahrefs, but it is kind of nice to have the two tools you can compare and contrast. Sometimes one tool will find very few organic ranking keywords, where the other tool may find many more, and one may find few backlinks while the other one will find more. So they're both pretty good. If I go to SEMRush.com, I'm already logged in here. As soon as I log in, I can see a dashboard for my clients. If I need to add a new one, I can click that here. If I drill down into the domain, again, I can see the number of backlinks, and I can click on that and see what they are. I can also check the keywords that I'm ranking for. And then down here, I get kind of a preview of a few different reports. So I can see what keywords I'm ranking for and what position they're in, how much search volume they get. And then I can also get a look at my competitors. So if I'm not sure who my competitors are, the tool will try to tell me who they are. Let's take a look at the keyword gap. This is kind of the competitive keyword tool. So I'll put in my site, and then I'll put in the 7 Atoms site. I like to use this unique to the first domains keyword. And then I can swap these out, and then I can see what 7 Atoms ranks for that I don't rank for. Then again, filters can be really useful because you get a lot of data here. So I want to include only keywords that, let's say, are in position 20 or better. And maybe have a minimum search volume of 50. So rather than opening Excel and trying to just make up keywords in my mind, this will give me a huge head start, especially if I have an established competitor in the industry. This will give me a really nice keyword list to start with. And I could even say, go back to the KWFinder tool, copy this list of terms and import it into KWFinder and have a huge head start. So this gives me a lot of good keywords here. You can also build these nice reports. It'll give you some templates that you can start with, and then you just plug in and connect to like Google Analytics or Google Search Console, Google My Business report. So it makes it really nice and easy to build attractive reports without having to put it together. And let's go back to projects. So projects are where you're going to want to go for your retainer clients that are ongoing. So it'll give you a quick sense of how things are doing. And this is also a good point to see if anything's not set up. You can just click on the gear wrench and go ahead and get guided through how to set it up. So you can see some of these you won't need, like the social poster. You may not need to set that up. But some of them you definitely will, like the site audit or the visibility tracking. We'll go into, let's say, the Upgrow one again. So it's giving me a lot of data. I can see my site audit score. And if I have any issues, it'll show me what those are. I just click on this number. And it tells me how severe the issues are, whether it's an error or warning or just a notice. And again, just click on the number and you can view them. So for example, 3 pages with duplicate title tags. I can know I need to go fix those. And all I need to do is drill down to see what they are. Once you're in the project, you can also go to the number of different things related to the site. So my position tracking, this is where I view my rank and any rank changes for the keywords I set. And you've also got a bunch of other tools here that you can explore. SEMRush also has a huge training resource section that you can check out. They also have this user manual and a community and the academy. So there's plenty of resources available for training. We go back to our deck. Alli AI. So this is a nice tool if you're ever running out of ideas or need inspiration of what to focus on when you're doing optimization. The way it works is you put in one domain and one target keyword, and it will automatically generate a list like this one I have in the screenshot of things you can do, and then check them off as you complete them. So it makes it very simple and programmatic on how you can optimize. We'll log in. So if it's brand new, you'll need to set it up. Just add your site, add a new site, put in the domain, then it will ask you for your one keyword, and then you're up and running. So for the ones we've already created, this is what it will look like. So we're optimizing for the word Google Ads Agency. It shows us our position, the search volume, if we've made any progress or change. And then right here, it tells us all the activities that we could be doing, and it organizes them by the highest opportunity to the lowest. So we could go optimize our browser caching, resolve JavaScript page load issues. Then it also will filter it by the type of optimization. So if I want to see on-page content, if I want to see outreach opportunities, I can filter to see that. And if I click on any of these, it'll give me more details on what I need to do to complete the optimization. And once I've done it, I can just click finished outreach link or whatever the button is, and then it will know it's been done, and it won't show you it again. HARO is a really helpful link building strategy / tool. The way it works is it's a daily newsletter. You get an email 3 times a day with a list of journalists who are looking for expert contributions to their articles. You can sign up for the email at helpareporterout.com. It's free to use. When you can use it, anytime you're doing active link building through content contributions. How do you use it? You subscribe to the relevant categories. So it has a few different sections: tech, business, science, a number of others. So just pick the ones that are relevant to your client. or you can just sign up to get all of them. Check the 3-time-a-day emails. You get one in the morning, afternoon, and evening, and you can just search for keywords that are related to your client. So let's say you're working on MarPack and you want to see mattress keywords. The way I'll do it is I'll just open the email, hit Control F, and search for mattress or sleep, something related. Write a thoughtful and accurate contribution to the request. And if you need it, you can get client approval by sending them what you plan to reply with, get their buy-in, and then you can submit to the author. I will say that generally you only get 24 to 48 hours, maybe 3 to 4 days in some cases, but it is typically a very short turnaround, so you need to reply quickly. One tip is if the journalist replies, they typically reply when you've been included in the article. Just add them to a spreadsheet that we have so that you can reach them in the future if you have another article that you think they could potentially post. Key features is a simple way to get very high quality backlinks quickly. I built dozens of backlinks from sites like Forbes.com, many other high authority sites, so it is very effective. Clearscope is a really useful SEO content creation tool. It's anytime you're writing articles or optimizing page text for SEO, you'll want to use Clearscope. You can find it at clearscope.io. When do you want to use it? When you're writing content for SEO, whether you're creating brand new content or optimizing existing content. How to use it? You input your primary keyword into the tool. It will then do analysis and create this report for you, as well as create an optimization sheet like the one in the bottom. You can review the data on the first tab and see how competitive it is, what type of content ranks at the top, and then you can also get a grade rating of the top 3 pages and how high quality they are. You'll want to review this and then go to optimize and start writing your article. We'll go do that now. So if I was coming up with a brand new keyword, I want to have already done my keyword research either in SEMRush, Ahrefs, or KWFinder, and then put the keyword here. We have, I think, about 20 or 30 searches a month. So you don't want to be doing your keyword research in Clearscope because we have that low quota. So once you've done your keyword research, you just paste it here, you run the report, and then you'll get a report like one of these. I'll show you one that I wrote. For Upgrow, local cooking class digital marketing. If I click on it, it'll tell me, with the content I've written, where I'm graded, as well as how good it needs to be to rank. So we'll go to optimize. And I actually wrote this article in here. You can see a few nice features. On the left-hand column, I get my grade. It looks like I got A-. I needed to get at least a C-. It'll tell me how long my article needs to be. So mine's almost 1,600. The typical is 1,850. So I might want to make it a little bit longer. And then readability, 8th to 9th grade readability, and that's what it's suggesting. I'm writing the article in this field. And then on the right side is kind of where the magic of the tool is. So it'll be telling you all the keywords that it's recommending that you include in the article. It'll highlight them in yellow as you add them. And then it'll also say how many times it suggests that you include them within your article. If you click on it, it'll tell you how many times you have it. So this keyword, digital marketing, I have it 4 times, and it's suggesting to have it 2 to 4 times. If I'm sharing this with a client, I'll want to click on share and make sure it's checked to share. Then I can copy this link and send it to the client, and they could actually continue to optimize it in Clearscope. Once I'm ready to move this out of Clearscope and say into a Word document or something, I can just check copy mode and remove the highlight so I don't copy that over, and then I can take it over. So that's Clearscope. BuzzStream is a really useful tool if you're doing large-scale link building. You can find it at buzzstream.com. When you use it, anytime you're doing active outreach by email for link building, you can also use it for PR, you could use it for sales or for many other reasons. How do you use it? You'll want to go get the Chrome extension. If you're doing serious link building, you'll definitely want the Chrome extension. Create a new project within the tool. Import a list of websites if you have one, or try the discovery feature to find them. You can then review the contact details for each website. It will try to find the webmaster or the email address of somebody that runs the website for you. If not, there's some other ways you can find it, like a tool like hunter.io. You can write a draft email template or sequence of emails. So basically, the first thing to do is build a list of websites that you want to outreach to. Step 2 is to find a contact email, or you could do it through Twitter, who you want to, how you can reach them. And then the third step is to draft an email template so that you're writing an email to them at scale. You'll still, even though you have a template that's dynamic, it'll pull in fields like first name, last name, website name, domain, things like that. You'll also want to personalize each email a little bit so it feels less cold. You'll want to, you want to manage and reply to responses within that reply to your link request. And then you'll want to maintain notes on communications for next time, because the first link or the first contact with any new website is always the most difficult. You want to make sure you're building kind of a CRM so that you get to know the webmasters and are able to get more links from them in the future. Some key features: it's helpful for finding relevant websites and influencers. You can find contact information on websites and users, and you can use it to manage and scale an email outreach program. So we'll go take a look at this tool. It's at buzzstream.com. And again, this is really just if you're doing large scale link building. If you're building 1 or 2 links, you don't need to use BuzzStream. If you're building a network of hundreds of links, then it's very helpful. So you want to have different projects for different clients. If I'm building a brand new one, I can create a new project. If I'm going into an old one, I can just click it on it here. So let's create a new project. Let's say we're doing Upgrow link building. So it's very simple. It gives you kind of some guidance to get started. Find influencers and bloggers. So I can do a search for, like, digital marketing. And it will tell me the influencers or websites. Some of these are going to be really huge. Avinash Kaushik is very popular, unlikely to give us a backlink. We just need to be realistic about who we're trying to outreach to. We can use some filters to see, like, how high of a domain authority we want. Make sure the blogger is still active. Like, have they blogged in the last month? How many Twitter followers do they have? These can be useful guidances in reaching to the right audience. If it is someone good, I can just go ahead and add them to the project. And if I have multiple people on the team, I can assign it to them. I can select the relationship stage. So this might be not started yet. If I want to grade them on how likely I think they already give us a backlink or how quality they are, I can do that here. And then if I want, I can tag them. So maybe this would be like blogger. Okay. So that's that. I can go back to my outreach, is where I will execute the email outreach. If I want to add a website, I can create a new website, or I can import a list of URLs. So we'll create a new website. We need to delete some in order to add more, but we'll just say we've added a bunch of these. So once they've been added, it will find all the contact information that it can scrape from the site. And so then we just need to define which ones are useful, which ones may not be useful. You know, we may want to delete the support one, but maybe the submissions one, that would be the right one. So we'll add that. If we want to try to tweet them or hit them on Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram, I can add those as well. And then when I click on the site, I have all the contact information that I've set up. When I'm ready to email them, I can click here on Outreach. If I have already created a template, I can use that here. Or if I want to create a new sequence, I can create that here. I can view my templates and see how successful they've been in the past. And then I can edit them if I want to change my template up. So there's much more and much deeper I could go into BuzzStream. It has a really helpful training section. Again, step-by-step tutorials, webinars, email support. So as you spend more time or want to go deeper into BuzzStream, you have that available. So that will hopefully give you a nice overview of some of the tools that we use. This is not part of it. Yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to use these, and good luck and good night.